Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Angela. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Before I get started, I want to go over my disclaimers. If you are in immediate danger, please call 911 or you can reach out to the domestic hotline at 800-799-SAFE, 800-799-7233. And for mental health resources, reach out to NAMI at 800-950-NAMI, 800-950-6264, and you can also text at 741741. With that being said, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. So today I want to talk to you about the effects of being in an abusive relationship and having children that has grown up in this relationship. So let's say that you stayed in the relationship and the children both reached the age of preteen. And so now at this time they have been able to see what's going on, and they pick up what they see from their parents. And even if the man wasn't abusive to the children themselves, they still see this, and they form their own thoughts and opinions. So I wrote down a few things. Let's say that you decided you've had enough after 10 years. The kids have grown up, like I said, 10 and 12, and you are ready to get out of this relationship because you don't want to continue to live this way. So the first thing that I wrote is don't allow your past to affect your parenting. So if you've been married to this person and you get out of the relationship, there's going to be a parent custody thing, and most likely he'll try to, 9 times out of 10, he'll try to take you to court and try to get full custody, unless the courts can figure out that the mother is unfit. Then it's going to be joint custody, and so that means the kids spend half the time with you and half the time with him. And if this abuser is the typical type who will use the kids to get back at you or try to persuade them to be a certain way because you have left and won't come back, then this is what you need to be aware of. Don't, like I said, don't allow your past to affect your parenting. Have open communications with them. Let them know what happened. You don't have to go into great details because, believe it or not, they was there, they saw it. But express that this is not the way it should have been, and that you're not trying to get their sympathy or approval, but you're trying to let them know this is not the way it should have been. And if he's a decent father, which sometimes they can be, okay, but watch what's going on. So that leads me to number 2. Never treat your children like their property. Don't allow him to hold them against their will, or don't force them to do things they don't want to do. Make sure that you have, like I said, open communication with them. So don't, if he's supposed to pay child support and he's not paying child support, don't say that, well, you're not going to see them until I receive child support. Don't get into that childish stuff or foolish stuff because you want to get back at this person because they hurt you, or they want to get back at you. If that is going on and it may be time consuming, go to the courts, because you do have rights and your children have rights. They shouldn't be caught up in some BS because he's mad that you're gone and he's not paying child support. You can go and get that taken care of. So, and then number 3, don't allow them to be mistreated. When they visit and they come back to you, notice their moods. If they are withdrawn and just don't want to really talk about what happened around the visit, that is something you may want to keep your eye on, but have open communication. Make it to where they can come and tell you anything, and show them that you're going to protect them from any and everybody. Have a conversation before they go to visit. Make sure that they understand that he's not to treat them the way he treated you. And if they just don't want to go, then I know it's probably going to be hard to have an open conversation with him about them not wanting to visit, whatever the case may be, but take it to the courts, you know. Between the ages of 12 and 13, the kids really do have a say on whether or not they want to spend time with a certain parent. So keep that in mind. You have rights. You just have to make sure they're being enforced properly. So number 4, be present, you know, and ask questions. Like I said, you know, it's not that you're trying to figure out if he has a new woman or whatever the case may be, because you just left an abusive relationship, and this could have been just totally emotional, mentally abused, and not physical. So the kids may have not seen him hitting you because there wasn't that type of abuse, but it was the emotional abuse, the one where he tore you down in front of the kids, in front of friends. So that's just as powerful as the physical abuse. So make sure that you're there, you know, you're having conversations when they come back. You know, kids will tell you if they feel they can talk to you. So they'll tell you everything, and you know, if you have this relationship with them, they'll come back to you and openly tell you how their weekend went or how the week went with them. And then number 5, don't force your children to be around him if you know that he's not the right person to be around. If they come back and they tell you that they don't like this when they're there and he's doing this, then as quick as you can, get it into the courts, you know. And I know that takes some time, but protect your children at all costs. You know, don't let a piece of paper tell you that you have to send your children into harm's way. You have to have a brain. The courts can't think for you. They can't tell you if this is the best fit for your kids. You have to be willing, and you have to be mindful of what's going on with your children. You know, if they come back telling you that this is going on and you feel a certain way, and you can see the change in your children, then do whatever it takes to make sure that you're protecting your kids. If that means you need to go get a child psychologist or whatever it takes to prove that you're not just doing this out of revenge, you know, because most abuser will use your kids to get to you. So, and like I said, this is mainly that if you're going through an emotional abuse with your partner or your husband, and you decided that you wanted it over, you know, and those are the tricky ones. Those type of relationships are really hard to prove because they don't see marks on you. But keep in mind that it's true. This is not in your head. You know that somebody is tearing you down, trying to make you feel a certain way, playing head games, gaslighting you, and all of that. So don't allow it to happen to your children. Don't allow your children to be a victim, you know. And then I've been saying it all through this video, but have open communication. You know, this is number 6. Number 6, make sure that you can have open communications with your children. Let them know that you're here to protect them, and that whatever they say to you, you're not going to go back and question him about it, because you trust and believe them. You should know your children. You know when they're being truthful. So if they don't feel like being around this person because the abuse, excuse me, that's my phone, the mental abuse is too much, then look into that. You know, don't let them be out there trying to fend for themselves, because you know what it was like to be in an abusive relationship, especially the mental abuse. So don't put this on your children. Don't just say, well, you don't have to deal with them, deal with him, because when he has them, it's their responsibility. Don't be that type of parent. Be a parent even when they're not with you. If you know someone that's going through this, please share this video. Try to help them as much as you can without being, getting in the way of anything or putting your way in harm's way. You know, try to help them as much as you can. Talk to them. Like I said, share this video. And please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching.